2 of the Josoor HIWAR 2020. Just a quick recap on day 1. We had an amazing series and lineup of guest speakers spread around 2 sessions, the sports industry outlook, and then the bouncing back from COVID-19. Amazing guest speakers talking really in depth about the effect and how it really changed the whole approach, either from an organization point of view and even individual.
They provide us with some hope that the sport industry will continue, and we saw this small light that coming. So inshallah, like what you're hearing now in the news, hopefully everything by the end of this year will get better.
Change is there, but definitely we are all adapted to the change. We're gonna start with a small video, just preparing you for the day, and then we'll start going into sharing with you some details of what day 2 will bring forward. شاهد.
في عام 2022 قطر تستضيف أهم الأحداث الرياضية في العالم، بطولة كأس العالم لكرة القدم. في هذا الحدث المهم سيشاهد العالم عرضاً لأفضل لاعبي كرة القدم في العالم. هذا الأمر يتطلب أمهر الأشخاص ليبدعوا في تحقيق استضافة مذهلة. إن معهد جسور لا يدرب فقط الأشخاص الذين سيعملون على جعل بطولة كأس العالم لكرة القدم في قطر عام 2022 بطولة ناجحة، بل إنه يبني جسوراً للمستقبل ويصنع إرثاً من التفوق في الإدارة الرياضية وتنظيم الفعاليات، ويلهم جيلاً جديداً ليسير على خطى أعظم رواد الرياضة في العالم.
What made the London 2012 Olympic and Paralympic Games so special was that it involved everyone. The competitors gave us all unforgettable performances. The spectators participated in the best spirit of the Games. But it was the volunteers, the games makers, who really brought the warmth to that momentous summer of sport. London 2012 has been my greatest challenge, but also the most rewarding time of my sporting life.
As an athlete, there's nothing to beat becoming Olympic champion, knowing hundreds of millions of people around the world were witnessing your achievement.
The Olympic champion for the triple jump, Jonathan Edwards, for Great Britain.
But being the athlete representative at London 2012 was every bit as fulfilling. It was my job to ensure every competitor had the best possible experience, the best possible environment to realise their sporting hopes and dreams.
I was the first ever captain of the Palestinian national women's football team. I saw firsthand how sport builds bridges between divided communities. Together, we can truly inspire the next generation of leaders in sport and events.
اليوم ها هو معهد جسور يجلب المهارات والمعرفة التي يتمتع بها خبراء الرياضة العالميين إلى قطر. بمد جسور المعرفة إلى المستقبل سيصنع معهد جسور إرثاً رياضياً دائماً للأبد، لقطر، للمنطقة وللعالم. لقد بدأت الرحلة.
Amazing video. Guys, I would like kindly to ask you, whenever you join us, please mute yourself directly when you enter. In this small video, we saw the investment that the country is doing, Josoor Institute is doing, aligned with 2030 mission and vision. So education takes a very important role in this. Josoor Institute is providing with 2 different certificate about sports management and event management. Today, we're going to talk in these platforms about these specific challenges that we're facing day to day. Though I would like to highlight on the impact of hosting sports event on the host city, on the host nation. It's not always related to the infrastructure we're building, the preparation of the metro, the museum, all these tourist attractions that we are preparing to host the event. Yet they are important, yet they are helping to develop the country, yet they are boosting the image of the country. But what's very important is the residents of the country. Nowadays, living in Qatar, we're not anymore, we feel the same. We are happy, we are interacting, we're generating positive impact. In 2015, there was a study on the Handball World Championship 2015, and the impact generated on the young generation was positive. What we can see that people are interacting. These events is not related only for business perspective. It is to develop the society, and this is exactly what the nation is aiming for. Yet, technology play a very important role in sports event and in the sports industry. Nowadays, from our watches, from like the monitors that we use, all the items, even athletes, are focusing on technology to improve their capabilities, their abilities, their performance. Referees are using technology. Technology plays a very important role. Today's two sessions will be, first, we will have Event Industry Outlook. Event Industry Outlook will discuss a little bit about what's happening, what is the impact of COVID 2019 on the sports industry. Please welcome with me Abi Okuku, Director of Candelisia Resort. We will have as well Mr. Ahmed Al-Ubaidi, CEO, Qatar Business Event Corporation. Juliana Jamers, Managing Director of Swisstech Convention Center. Simon Masserini, the Executive Director of Tokyo 2020 and Paris 2024 Olympic Games. And Nick Cartwright, Managing Director at Sappo Sports.
So just also to add to what Dr. Wadia was mentioning, the video also kind of shows what's lying later in the agenda. As you can see, it touched upon a very big factor, the role of the volunteers. So that is something also we will be seeing later today, how Josoor is really investing its time, and it really sees the importance and its role of the capability building of all workforce related to the tournament, in specific the volunteers. And we are just happy that we're working very close with the few colleagues from the Qatar 22 and the volunteer team.
I believe that yesterday there was the activation of 20,000 volunteers for the Emir Cup, right?
Not only that, and on Saturday actually there was the International Day of Volunteers.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That day will be like with the opening of the fourth stadium in Qatar, right? The Emir Cup.
Yes.
Indeed, yeah. So we're getting there, guys.
Definitely. We will gonna also introduce another video clip, more on the events industry outlook, and then we'll give a chance for the speakers of the first panel to join and welcome Mr. Abi Akuku to facilitate the session. Shahad, if you can please put the events video.
Amazing. Have you had the chance, Vasco, to visit any of the stadiums lately?
I've been at the Khalifa, of course, stadium, the Janoub Stadium, and I'm really looking forward for Al Rayyan, and actually that's going to be open
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Education City.
It's ready. Yeah, true. I was driving. I think yesterday or the day before, and Ras Abu Stadium is amazing.
If you see it from far
like
away,
the idea behind the way that they are building it, it's such an amazing stadium. And you know that the Ras Abu it's like eco-friendly, so
it's completely eco-friendly.
Yeah, so this is one of the uniqueness of factor that Qatar and the people in charge of decision they are aiming to is like taking all the different impacts and aspects of hosting the event, like from social development, eco-friendly, economically. It's an amazing tournament. It's going to be in the region.
Just before we let Mr. Abi to take over the session, we just want to also share this after the Emir Cup. I believe the Club World Cup, FIFA Club World Cup, will take place beginning of February. Everyone knows in the previous year, last December in 2019, we had the first version of the Club World Cup. So we're happy to have the second one as well coming up in just a few months.